Hi, my name is Michael Hollins, and I am a bankruptcy attorney here at Hollins Bankruptcy Law Office, where we, of course, practice bankruptcy law. And today I would like to talk to you about debt and how that can affect your family. But first, if you'd like to talk with me about your personal situation, feel free to give us a call here at 866-862-4557. Speak with a licensed bankruptcy attorney to see if that bankruptcy can be a solution for you. You can also head over to hollandsbankruptcy.com where we have a lot of great information. And there is also a link where you can set an appointment to speak with me at a time that is convenient for you. Now, on to today's topic, debt and the family. How does debt affect the family? Now, this is something that I've seen over and over. Debt is something that can get into the middle of families. It is something that I've seen actually bring down marriages and or families, and it can find a way to kind of tear families apart. With too many bills to pay, there's just a lot of stress that can come with that if you are not able to meet all of your obligations or if you're living check to check. Now, that type of stress can destroy the relationships that I mentioned earlier. Whether that relationship is with your spouse, with your coworkers, with your children, grandchildren, or all of the above. Little by little, stress kind of is just something that can take away from your home enjoyment. All because you have bills that you cannot meet, and the stress of that is really really hard to escape sometimes. I've heard it called the relationship killer, and that the focus is more on how can I make ends meet more so than loving my loved ones or showing love and attention to my family. And in my opinion, it's just not worth it. With the my years of experience, I have heard over and over people go through the bankruptcy process and come out of it, and they say, wow, I wish I had filed bankruptcy sooner. I wish I had this freedom years ago. But all too often, families will spend years unnecessarily stressing over how are we going to eat? How are we going to live? How are we going to make it week to week, check to check, month to month? And they don't have the peace of mind, and that just eats away at relationships. So, why? Why do people unnecessarily not file bankruptcy or even call to get the information to see if it's a good solution? Well, my clients tell me that they waited long. Oftentimes, it was a pride thing. Their pride said that I didn't want to admit that I was in over my head, or I didn't want to admit that I couldn't bounce back from that job loss or that divorce. I didn't want to admit that I couldn't bounce back from having to pay for my children's college or having to pay for a medical procedure. Their pride would not allow them to do that. And I don't think it's worth it. I think that you absolutely should call and get the information necessary. Put your pride aside. The reality is that once you have the information, if you make the decision that bankruptcy is a solution for you, you are really putting your family first, and that you are reducing your overhead or you're reducing your debt, and you will have your income or more of your assets that you can put towards living your life in the best way that you know how and loving your family, putting those relationships together that we talked about earlier. Basically, putting yourself and your family first. Now, if this sounds like you, if you've considered bankruptcy and you maybe have the pride telling you that it's just not time, I would ask you to reconsider. Give us a call here at Hollins Bankruptcy at 866-862-4557. Let us walk you through the steps. Let us take a look at what your credit score is and your credit report. Let's take a look at your income and what your debt load is and see if we can't help you to meet the goals that you have, both for your credit as well as for your finances. You may be surprised. Again, my name is Michael Hollins. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to me here. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe to this channel. It helps us out a lot here to get the word out. And if you feel like you want to give us a call to talk about your situation, that number again is 866-862-4557. As always, thank you for listening, and please be safe.